Disclaimer: all the character incidents are fictional. Everything is imaginary in this FF, so don't compare with the online, which is based on imagination, not on reality. You stood in a giant mansion hall, holding your small bag like it was a shield. The butler gave you a quick bow. Please wait here. The boss will arrive soon. I hope he's not an old and scary. Please let him to be nice. Please. And then you hear a footstep. You turn and almost dropped your bag. There he was, the man in sharp black suit, looking like he came straight out of a magazine. His hair stayed perfectly, his eyes dark and strong. But your heart almost stopped because you knew the face. You, the thief? The Bulter's eyes widened. The room went silent. Jungkook stopped blinking at you, and then he smirked. Thief, really? After all the time? That's how you greet me? Greet me? No, wait. I mean you, the guy from the street. Is it okay now? Ah, stupid girl. Well, yes, the legendary day. The day when a random girl slapped me so hard that my ears were ringing for hours. Stop reminding me. It was a mistake, okay? I thought you were stealing my bag. Stealing. You didn't even check. You just screamed thief and smack right across into my beautiful face. Beautiful. Right that time, you look like a shady criminal crouching on my floor. Shady criminal? Wow. Thank you. First, slap, and now insults. You really know how to grade a man? Then why didn't you explain yourself, huh? Normal people use words like I'm not a thief instead of glaring like a psychopath. Because I don't waste words on strangers, especially ones with hands. Oh, please. You should be thanking me. I was protecting my belongings. Protecting your bag by trying to break my jaw. Didn't break, unfortunately. Oh, sharp tongue. I don't like it. You stepped back and faked a cough. Well, you're the boss here. Of course. Who else? I'm Jungkook, the mafia boss. And you, Ryan, you are my new personal maid. Nope, cancel. I went to resign. Resign? After taking my offer traveling here, and now, sweetheart, you are mine now. You work for me. God, I should have known. This pay was too good to be true, Rush. Exactly. You think I pay that much for cleaning floors? No, I pay for my own entertainment, and you one are my entertainment. So I'm not a maid, I'm a clown. Both, maybe. Do you know how scary you looked when I first saw you again? Good. Stayed scary, scared, maid. It's make things more funny. The butler. He rushed out to the hall, almost dripping on the carpet, and ran straight to his friend, another working standing guard outside. Hey, you won't believe what I just saw inside. What? Did someone? No, worse. The boss, he was talking and speaking. Stop lying. He's like a statue with. I can't believe you. No, I swear. You know, the new maid? They were literally fighting like kids. She called him thief and he pretended to cry about his cheeks. And oh my god, he was teasing her. Wait. Are you serious? Our boss, the man who once glared at me for sneezing too loud. Yes, I thought I was watching a drama. He was actually enjoying it. I almost fainted. In your dreams, boss doesn't enjoy anything. He's cold, quiet, and never smiles. Never smiles? Bro, do you know how many times they literally fight in just 5 minutes? She slapped him in the past, and now they are fighting like old childhood rivals. Slapped over boss. This is a fake news. Not fake, oh my friend. Real. I saw it happen with my own eyes, and now he admitted. About the best part, he didn't. He hired her. Hired her? More like he's politing something, or maybe the scary boss finally found someone who can just shut him up. The three of them exchange a look. Ha, impossible. Our boss is in love. Never. I bet my salary. Keep your salary ready, brother. Because I swear the girl is going to change him. A few days ago, you had mistaken Jungkook for a thief. For a thief, he was hiding in the street without his guards and trying to stay out of the sight from his enemies. But to you, it looks suspicious. Without thinking, you just slapped him in the front of everyone, leaving that cheek burning. He never explained himself, and you just walked away believing you had punished a thief. What you didn't know that was that the man you hit was John Jungkook, a mafia boss. Someone who never forgave any insult that easily. Nice, now make me coffee. Your hands tremble. You never even stepped into the kitchen this big before. Okay, fine. You walked, whipping your hands on your apron, but you got shocked when you saw him beside you. What now? He tilted his head. Don't be scared. I only want coffee. But not just any coffee. I want your hand to make it. Something sweet, something special for me. His voice was soft, teasing, almost romantic. It made your heart jump against your will. For a second you thought, is he actually being nice? Gosh, why the hell he's so handsome? Brutal, You rolled your eyes as you measured sugar carefully. Jungkook strolled in behind you, leaning against the counter like a boyfriend watching his girl cooking. Look at you, concentrating so hard. Are you trying to impress me? No, I'm just making coffee. Don't lie. You want me to smile, didn't you? Your cheeks warmed. You tried to ignore him and finishing staring. You didn't notice the way his hand slipped near the jar and switching sugar with salt. When you placed the cup in the front of him, Jungkook looked into your eyes, and he lifted it, sipping slowly like a romantic drama scene. For a second, he even closed his eyes as if savoring its taste. Just like I imagined. Really? Is it good? Good. No, it tastes like sea water. Are you trying to drown me, sweetheart? You blinked your eyes. What do you mean? Mean you added salt instead of sugar. Your jaw dropped. What? I saw you added sugar. The staff also burst into laughing and giggling. Your eyes turned red. Junko was enjoying every second. He tilted his head playfully. Don't pout. You look cute when you fail. Tell me, where is my room? I'm tired. Few minutes later, he stood in the front of your room. Something inside him didn't feel like a victory. And then he heard your voice. Why did I agree to be here? I can't do this. He never let me live in peace. And then he heard a small sob. Jungkook frozen, his chest tightened in a strange way he didn't like. He turned his face away, pressing his lips together, trying to ignore it. But his feet didn't move. He whispered to himself, "Since I saw you the day I keep wanting to see you again, to meet you, to test you, and that's why I hired you. Am I being obsessed with you? I never wanted to hurt you, I just don't want it to doubt that." The next morning, you walked into the dining hall with a tray in your hands. You keep your head down, playing. People were already whispering about last night. Did you see the boss face with that coffee? She wore at last long hair. You felt your chest tighten, but you didn't say anything. Jungkook sat at the head of the table, dressing black and looking scary but calm. When he saw you, "You're late." Sorry." You placed the tray and he stared at you longer than the food. Then he spoke in his sharp voice. "Do you always walk this slow? Move faster. You are not here to rest." You pressed your lips together but you didn't answer. "No wonder. She is just a useless nerd. Boss must feel ashamed." And one of the maids spoke. Those words stamped you. You looked down. Suddenly Jungkook's chair pushed back with a loud sound. His voice was deep and dangerous. "Say that again?" "Boss, I didn't mean." "Don't ever speak about her again." "Not even a word." "Yes, boss." Nobody in the hall moved. They had never seen Jungkook this scary for a maid. You stood still in shock. You wanted to thank him, but your voice didn't come out. Jungkook looked at you once and then quickly looked away. "Get back to your work and stop being slow." He sat down again. His hands were tied into his fist. After the breakfast, everyone kept whispering about what happened. "Did you see the boss defending her? I swear I've never seen him like that." You tried to ignore them but focus on cleaning, but your heart was still racing. You couldn't forget the way Jungkook looked so scary for you. Few hours later, now he was in his office room, sat on the sofa, tapping his finger on the table. He kept staring at the door, annoyed by himself. Finally, he pressed the bell to call you instead. Obviously, you were his personal maid, so he bring you with him. Yes, why did you call me?" "Water." You looked at the glass, already sitting in the front of him. "But it's right here." "Did I ask you?" "I said water." You signed quietly, went out, brought a new glass and placed it down. He didn't even drink it. He just watched you. "Fix my tie." "Your tie look fine. I didn't ask for your opinion." With an annoyed face, you stepped closer and adjusted his already perfect eyes. His eyes were full with every move. "Anything else?" "Stay here. Don't leave until I finish my work." What? Why?" "Because I said so." You crosses your arm, clearly annoyed. "Boss, you keep calling me for nothing. Are you bored or just trying to torture me?" "Don't falter yourself. I just like to keep an eye on my staff." You finally got free from his office after hours of stay here orders. You were tired and annoyed, and now you were in the kitchen. You were cutting veggie for the dinner, and your mind was still in stuck on Jungkook. Why he's calling me? He's treating me like I'm his too. Your hand slipped. Ah! You hissed as the knife cut your finger. One of the other maid gasped. Are you okay? You shook your head. It's fine. It's just a small cut. And before you could cover it, a deep voice came from behind. Who said it's fine? Everyone frozen. You turned and saw him standing at the door. He walked over quickly, taking your wrist in his hand. Idiot, you don't even know how to use knife. I can take care of myself. Shut up. He pulled you along without another word. The staff stared with wide eyes and whispering as he dragged you in his room. He pushed you gently on the chair. He opened the drawer and pulled out first aid box. His hands were carefully when they touch your skin. Next time, watch what you are doing. If you get hurt again, I'll fire you. Why are you so mean? You're the one holding my hand like I'll break. He quickly looked away. Don't misunderstood. I don't care. I just don't want clumsy people around me. Your cheeks were red. I know what you mean, okay? I'm not a kid who won't understand that little things. When he finished wrapping your finger, Jungkook stood up too fast, like he didn't want it to stay closed any longer. He cleared his throat and walked to the door. Don't make troubles again. And then he left the room. You sat there staring at the bandage and smiled softly. He acted cool, but he's not heartless, as he shows. Revenge, that was just a word. He told himself when he hired you he wanted to pay you back for that slap. For the shame he gave you in public, and now the revenge felt weak compared to what had taken root in his heart. Suddenly the door opened and he came back, which makes you shocked. By the way, there is an important gathering tonight. Stay in your room and don't come downstairs. Don't come out until the morning. Okay, boss. He quickly walked out and you chuckled as he left. So at night you were sleeping in your room until your eyes suddenly opened and your throat felt dried. Fuck, I'm so thirsty. You turned your head towards the door and remembered Jungkook's strict warning. He told me to not to go downstairs tonight. But what will happen if I just go quickly? It's not like anyone catch me. A small test of myself, yes, I pass. You smile proudly on your own idea and slowly get up from the bed, opening the door quietly on your tiptoes into the hallway like a thief. As you went downstairs, a loud voice laughter hit your ear. You peek around the corner and your eyes widen. Men in black suit, gold chains, tattoos filled in the hall, and some were laughing too loud, other were and few of had resting casually on the table like it was nothing. Oh my god, this is not a party. This is a gangster zoo. Are they mafias? Gangster? No, they are definitely mafias. Only mafia can drink wine like a juice at midnight. You shook your head quickly. Okay, ignore them. Just water. Grab and go. Nobody will notice. You tiptoed into the kitchen corner. Opened the fridge and pulling out a bottle of water, the cold air brushed your face, and for a second you relaxed. But then, hey, pretty lady, who are you? Your whole body frozen. You slowly turned, holding your water bottle. I never saw you here before. Are you a new maid? Yes. He stepped closer, grabbing your elbow. Why are you here alone? A girl like you shouldn't be walking around this kind of party. You tried to pull away. Please let me go. I just came for water. The man tightened his grip, lowering his head closer to you. You didn't like a normal maid. Maybe you're just something else. Jungkook, Jungkook! You started shouting. He stood there staring at you like he hadn't even know how to answer. His hand twisted at the side before he finally sat down on the edge of your bed, leaving space between you. I don't know why I act like this way with you. I tried to push you away, insulted you, test you, but when I see someone else touch you, I lose control. And when I see you crying, I feel like I'm weak one. Your breath hitched. You never seen him speaking like this before. Jungkook. He finally looked at you. His dark eyes softened for the first time. Slowly he lifted his head and wiping a tear from your cheeks. At first I told myself it was revenge. That's why I brought you here. But the truth is, from the day you slapped me, I can't forget you. The fearless look in your eyes, it drove me insane. Call it obsession, call it madness, but I don't want anyone near you, only me. It was not a plan, it was not control. His heart betrayed him. The mafia who swore to never show weakness was already failing, and he didn't even realize when it began. I know that you like me. Tell me something new. Huh? You confess like some tragic movie, but you know what? I already knew. Knew what? That you were basically a kid lingering around me, picking fights, acting straight for no reason. I didn't know about it first, but today it's all made sense. He scoffed, his lip twisted like he was holding back a smile. Kid, really? Do you talk to me? Do you talk all of your bosses like that? Only the one when I don't listen. Jungkook's eyes narrowed, but instead of getting angry, he stepped closer. You're impossible. By the way, your friend was really. He was not my friend. He worked under me, whatever it is. But if I had knew something like that would happen, maybe I would have stayed in My room, like you said. His expression softened at that. That's why I told you to not to go downstairs. I just didn't want anything to happen to you. By the way, I don't even know why I agreed to be your maid. I don't know how to cook. I can't serve properly, and still here I am. Good, I don't want you to be a maid. You blinked. Huh? Then what do you want me to be? Mine. You choked on your own breath. Coughing, he quickly reached for the glass of water from the table and handed it to you. Careful, don't die laughing before answering. You gave him a glare and finish, and he finally let out a small laugh, a sound that surprised even him.